morning and welcome to GrainTV. It's August 2nd, 2012. I'm Logan Burgess. To my right is Cody Bills. Well, Cody, let's jump into fire tip here. Take a look at these live quotes. As we can see here, we have September delivered corn trading down 12 cents here in the early going. New crop corn down 12 even. Soybeans trading down 31 and a quarter there on the old crop. November delivery beans trading down around 29 cents right now. We see wheat in Chicago down 18 and a half. Kansas City wheat down 16 here. The meats across the board are in the red here as well. Kind of a pullback in the grains right now. One interesting thing that you and I were talking about earlier is that December delivered corn contract now pretty firmly below $8 a bushel. What's kind of shaping up there from a technical aspect?
Yeah, like you were saying, we traded over $8. That was kind of a fake breakout, it seems. Right. $8 was that trigger. It was the previous high, and so we broke through that, and there's a good chance that we caught some longs adding to positions there. Now the fact we're cupping back over, we're kind of tailing off. We are now below $8 significantly. So I think that I'd be concerned that some of those positions that got long there may be forced to get out of the market today. Just keep in mind here, we do have some support from the 20-day moving average right at 767. So that is an important price level to note here going forward. The other thing I wanted to mention is just volume. Volume is a great indicator, especially when we're in these kind of breakout markets. Right. And I'm going to switch over here to the volume. It's a histogram, and what you're actually seeing here is this is the breakout day. This third bar back, and you can see that there was no significant volume. It wasn't outstanding. And what you want to see on these breakouts is outstanding volume. Volume pushing this thing higher, you're getting higher prices and more people are getting in. This is not the case, and so I kind of feel as though it's a fake out. We'll probably drift lower, could trigger some selling, but most likely I think we're going to be going sideways here into the WASDE report.
Certainly. Well, kind of sticking on the corn front here, we did see a large sale made to Mexico here. For the majority of that sale was 2012-13 crop. We actually had some reported as well for a 13-14. That was an exceptionally large sale, around 1.5 million tons there. So kind of a story there, catching some headlines this morning. We also had the export sales report. This sale wasn't reported in that. We'll see that next week. What were we looking at here, though, this week, Cody?
Yeah, if we look at the export sales report, really we had some good sales this week. They beat analyst expectations. Corn came in at 178,000 in the old crop, beans 194,000 in the old crop, and wheat coming in at 516. So that was good to see. But let's take a look at the corn progress in terms of meeting the USDA expectations. Now this takes into account seasonality, and what we're seeing here is corn being behind pace 46 million bushels in terms of meeting the USDA forecast. So honestly, I think in this next WASDE report, we're going to see corn export forecast revised lower again. We're meeting the end of the marketing year, and it's going to be more and more difficult to make up the ground. Typically, at the end of the marketing year, we see cancellations, not big sales. So I think the USDA is going to be forced to revise corn exports down. If you look at beans, it's a different story here. We're ahead of pace 61 million bushels here. We had good sales again this week. So bottom line, for beans, I think it's a completely different story. We're going to have to revise export sales higher for beans.
Right, Cody. Well, a very important thing here to the export sales of soybeans is demand out of China. And this morning we did have a report that the Chinese have sold around 400,000 tons of beans out of state reserves. This is actually the largest quantity since 2010 here. Even with this here, do you think that you still believe the USDA will be upgrading that export expectation in WASDE?
Yeah, absolutely. And here's why. Inspections are running ahead of pace. In the last 4 weeks, we've actually seen inspections be running red hot. Right. And I think that's the grain actually leaving the country. And so I think that we're really doing well. We're in a good position for soybeans. We see China auctioning them off, and that may affect beans here this morning. We are seeing beans trading down, but I don't think that's a long-term situation. I think right. We're going to see demand continue. We haven't seen it really taper off at all.
Certainly, certainly. Well, we will keep you posted here on the export sales front and everything related to the grains on GrainTV, on Twitter as these markets trade live, at GrainTV is where you can find us. I think that kind of wraps up our show here for Thursday morning, Cody. Thanks a lot for joining us. Have a great day.
Take care.